Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Superstars of Wrestling Review series. We are looking at the October of 1991 time frame here on Superstars. October 5th, 91 is our episode for this moment. And we're moving towards Survivor Series 1991. Significant for the fact that the talk of the reinstatement of Randy Savage is prominent during this time. Also significant because the Undertaker's first world title win in the World Wrestling Federation is here at the Survivor Series. So it's a unique span of time. The Legion of Doom is in a enhancement talent match here. Irish whips, basic stuff. Beautiful drop kick by Hawk. I think Hawk's drop kicks and pile drivers, for that matter, are terribly underrated. Of course, the Legion of Doom are still your tag team champions here. Around the beginning of '92, actually mid '92, that changes. Anyway, big power slam by Animal, and he gets some extra height on his elbow drops. Double chop by Hawk that doesn't look terribly great from the top rope. Hawk then manages to choke his guy out. I mean, they actually do a little bit too much with this particular enhancement match in terms of time length, at least from my estimation. Doomsday Device 1, 2, 3, and we get the victory, and the tag team champions are victorious as one would expect them to be. I do admit that back in the day, the World Wrestling Federation protected championships significantly better. We go back to last week or a couple of weeks ago with Ric Flair and Roddy Piper, the laying out of Piper and Vince with chairs by Flair and the jump start of Flair. Flair promises that as the real world champion, he's going to take everyone out from Hogan to Piper, and all points in between in a post-match promo. The Berserker with Mr. Fuji is up next. He's in an enhancement match. Berserker still protected here in 1991. Huss, huss, and away we go. Punches, kicks, and some shoulder tackles by the Berserker. Berserker, of course, a light version of Bruiser Brody. Light meaning just I wouldn't say lesser version, but a less intense version, maybe less notable version. I don't really know, but he was decent friends with Brody. Punches, kicks, the running kick, the front forward slam, and then the toss over the top rope. Berserker gets a victory here. We move towards the event center. A promo with Hacksaw Duggan is present here. Duggan basically wants to go at Colonel Mustafa and the like. That's a pretty major thing here. Big Bully Busick promises to get rid of everyone from Bret Hart to Hulk Hogan to just about everyone in an event center promo. The bolo hat of Bully Busick is really cool looking. Harvey Whippleman plays the classic nerd who has the bully protecting him. Cool deal. Virgil's still here. He's on a, I don't know that I'd say a downward spiral, but loses the $1 million belt within a couple of months here, and I think that was the peak of his thing. He actually clotheslines the enhancement talent over the top rope from behind, which is just awkward. To me, it's awkward just because, well, A, it's Virgil, and B, clothesline to the back of the neck. Anyway, inverted neck breaker, Virgil talking trash to DiBiase, and the $1 Million Dream gets him a victory. $1 Million belt still his, but not for much longer. We then see the Warlord in the event center kind of promoing various people he wants to defeat, including the British Bulldog. Bulldog promoing with the Big Bully Busick, so they're kind of going in that direction as a story. IRS, Owen Arsheister up next. Enhancement talent match with him. He still brings out the attaché case, briefcase with paperwork in it. We never really do see what the paperwork is. Of course, IRS, the former Mike Rotundo, former tag team champion, even by this point. Jim Powers provides the opposition here. So Powers gets a few hip tosses, clotheslines, arm drags in, something to show that he's not completely inept. Anyway, some abdominal stretches and the like, and then the Samoan drop style right off from from him, and then that's that. Sid Justice makes his way out. He's still a mid baby face. Wants to get rid of the Undertaker. Wants to get rid of Paul Bearer and the dangers of the Undertaker, Jake Roberts, and the like. He claims that justice will always be served as long as he is around, and we kind of continue going through that. Sid Justice at this point, I'm actually surprised he didn't stay a babyface longer than he did during this run. Maybe the plan was to have him as a heel all the while. Maybe his babyface pops weren't as big as they thought. I don't really understand the turn of him during the 92, early part of 92. But anyway, Nasty Boys are here. They're punching, kicking, brawling around Pity City and the pump handle slam and the Nasty Boys finish. They're kind of moving towards a feud with the Bushwhackers, I guess, at the time. Nothing major for them, and they kind of flounder a bit till the babyface turn, 93-ish, late 92, early 93. El Matador being taught how to bullfight, taught with the spikes and kind of hopping on his toes in a bull ring, which is kind of cool. Big deal there. Sergeant Slaughter does a vignette where he promises to avenge the losses of the servicemen who died. He wants his country back. They do this from a cemetery. Kind of a cool thing. He takes off the glasses and he just says, "I want my country back." He's very bereft and saddened by his previous actions. They eventually do turn him back babyface, and it's kind of there. Anyway, Ricky Steamboat is here. The Dragon, don't know how much longer he's here. I think he's left by spring of 92. Has to, because, by Fall Brawl 92, or Super Bowl 92, he's feuding with Rick Rude. So he's not too long for the promotion by this point. Big deep arm drags and the like. Sad that the Dragon didn't really catch on here. Deep arm drags there, and although I am happy that he did go back to WCW because his Rick Rude series is one of my favorites, and actually one of the things that got me to be a weekly watcher at the time of WCW on top of having cable was the Dangerous Alliance stuff, including Ricky Steamboat stuff. Ricky Steamboat still to this day my favorite babyface of all time, so certainly have a soft spot for him. Back leg round kick, and then we see the body slam, the top rope splash, and the Dragon gets a victory as always. And then we move back to the event center for the final segment. Jake Roberts promising to get rid of Randy Savage, promising to get rid of Sid Justice. Basically says the world can trust him. Rockers teasing a bit of a breakup. Shawn Michaels talks about being a bit, being ready to be, not necessarily ready to be a singles guy, but they want more challenges, they want more opportunities and the like. And then that will close us for today. We'll be back with tons more in the time to come, and that is that. We'll be back in just after this.